I'm just going to do a little review on the Tsunami poppers. I got a couple different styles here. Thought I'd do a quick review. I had an opportunity to use these in Florida when I was down there this winter. They work very well and cast very nicely too as well. So I'm just going to give you a rundown on a couple of different types. There is the Tsunami talking popper. Model number is TST P6F for this guy. This one happens to be in the green mackerel, which is color 219 in their catalog. This one here is the same, only this color here is Smokin' Joe, it's called, and it's color 200. Color 200, which happens to be my favorite color. For whatever reason, the fish seem to love this color. Have very good luck with this. There is a couple of different models. There's also the ported. This is a ported popper. It has in the front there's two slits, and it ports out the bottom of the popper. So when you chug this through the water, what happens is you get some air going through here, and it comes out the bottom of the popper, and it makes a nice bubble trail, very nice bubble trail. This one here is a 6-inch. It's new to me. I haven't had the opportunity to use this, but I was using this one here. Both of these colors. This is the blue herring, or excuse me, blue mackerel, and this one here is the Smokin' Joe color. I was using both of these casting from shore, and I was quite surprised at the distance you would get with that little popper. This is just a little 4-inch popper. It's got some rattles in it. You can hear. It's very nice sound. The hooks are for salt water. Little trailer on the back, little feather trailer, which seemed to work quite well. But the casting distance of this, I was very surprised how far you could cast this lure. I was using an 8-foot Penn rod and reel with 30-pound braided line and probably about a 2.5-foot 30-pound fluorocarbon leader on it. And the distance you would get from this little guy was probably, I'm going to guess, but it was 60 to 75 yards I could throw that. Which, for a small popper, that's pretty good. The reason I liked it so much is once you loaded that rod with it and you chucked it, it went straight. It didn't end over end, didn't roll on you or nothing. It fired like a little rocket. So, I mean, I was using this in a saltwater, but bass anglers from a boat, I've tried a bunch of other different poppers, you know, your cotton cordell and there's a huge variety of poppers around on the market, but this guy here is by far the best casting popper I have ever used. No question about it. So when I got home, I ordered some other poppers because I started with this guy. And I did use these guys too here. The jacks really like them off ashore, like off the beach. It's a good size. This is a 6-inch. Very nice popper. The jacks seem to like that size. They also like this size, but I found that with the smaller size, I was catching the smaller jacks, like, you know, maybe 2, 3, 5, that kind of, you know, 5 pound. That kind of range. The bigger ones seem to like this. if they were around, they liked that popper. Also, so when I got home anyway, I ordered this off of Amazon. There's a couple of companies that seem to carry them. You know, there's Tackle Direct carries these poppers. There's a few companies anyway. So I ordered this bigger one, only because I really like the way this fella here, for a small popper, I wanted to get the same profile, only larger, and toss it out there and get it out even further. You know, so that's why I did that. But the design of the poppers, the paint job on them, the eyes, everything is very well done, extremely well done on them. The hooks are sharp, very sharp. That's a green mackerel. It is a beautiful little lure. Now, this one here is it's a talking popper, and as I said, it was a TST P6F. So I ordered a couple other ones as well, in the same, obviously these are my favorite colors. There's a couple more colors I am going to order though. I've done some research on them, and the bone color, it's actually a white bone, and it's color number 212. Awesome color no matter where you are in the country. Bone is a great color. This here lure is called the model number is TST P6XD, and the XD stands for extra distance. So what they've done is they've weighted the back end of this popper. It's the same as this one. This is just the P6F, and this here is the P6XD. So basically the same poppers, same length. This casts very, very well. This here now with the weighted end on it, I can only assume that it's going to fire a country mile. And I'm so looking forward to hitting the beach again this coming winter with this fella, because this will get out there. There's no question in my mind. They're designed very well. They throw what the ones that I have thrown. This one here, the lighter version of this XD, definitely going to cast very well. I got nothing bad to say about any of these poppers. There is one model that I am going to say something negative about it. This is, which one is this? This is the model TSP5F. Now this is a 5-inch, short, stocky little popper. And it throws the water. When you're chugging this along, it throws some water. But what I didn't like about this is because it's short and fat, it tended, when you cast it, it tended to flip. A lot of times I couldn't get this popper. Sometimes I could, but a lot of times this popper didn't fly straight like a torpedo. It flipped end over end. It has some rattles in it, but it seems to me that the rattles are based right here in this section of the popper. So they're kind of in between. They're not floating to the back end of the popper. It just didn't cast as well as the other models. These guys here, in both sizes. This here I haven't tried yet, but I know it's going to work very well. I can just, you just can tell when you feel something. But this fella here, because it is short and stocky, again, it made a lot of commotion in the water, and it does catch fish. But you just couldn't get the distance with this one as much as I wanted to. That's the only thing wrong with it. Paint jobs on these things are amazing. Yeah, just an all-around good lure. Poppers. There's a million different poppers on the market today. Tsunami, the pricing on them are very well. I'm not affiliated with Tsunami by no means, or anybody else for that matter. Any of the tackle companies that I'm just doing this on my own. But as a fisherman that's been fishing poppers for 40 plus years probably now, these guys are without question some of the better quality poppers you will find, no doubt. And for the price point of them, which is, you know, you can get them anywhere from $8 to, these little guys here were $7.99. I was buying them, and down there in Florida they were $7.99. No question, you could probably find them slightly cheaper than that. These guys, this fella here was the same, $7.99. This guy here. These fellas here are between, you can get them anywhere between $8 and I've seen them as high as like 15. You can do better than that though. You can get them relatively cheap. Do some research on Amazon. Look at some different sellers, and you will get a good price on these. $11 thereabouts. Yeah, awesome lure. And that's about all I got to say about them. I will be doing a couple more short little videos on some tackle stuff. Hope you guys stay tuned. Cheers. Bye.